Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live for April 13th. Tonight I'm going to be scrapping with an Easter photo from last year. Me and my hubby and my kiddos, and combining that with some products from the Create Crate subscription that's at the Lilypad.
It is
So
so
right now,
cute.
it really is cute. So right now I'm just in Lightroom and I'm fiddling around with this picture and still not sure if this is the preset I want to use. A lot of times I'll just do a really quick, you know, um, change over here to the temperature and then white balance and tone is usually all I mess with. But I'm just kind of, there's so many and I never play with them anymore.
So do you usually make your temperature a little warmer or a little cooler?
Usually warmer. I tend to go not too warm. I don't like a lot of blues unless that's called for in the kit. Like if there's a lot of blues in the kits and
Yeah. I just like to give
oh
everybody,
no,
a slightly warmer look to their skin so they don't look pale vampire.
I kind of like that one, the high
The black and white?
contrast black and white.
I don't like that one.
Uh,
I like when you use an HDR one on like faces and it makes them look like super skeletal face.
right.
It just like over pronounces everything, over clarifies it or something.
Ooh, weird
Ooh.
tinting ones.
Look at that. Your shirt can just pop.
Pop. I
Oh,
don't
look at
need
the highlights
any.
in your hair though with that one.
Yeah, I
They
don't
look
need any
awesome.
attention to my my chesticles.
Hi, Monica. How are you? We were
Hello.
talking about how it's a quiet night, and we figured some people are off on spring break. And now we're watching Cheryl play with her photo and see what she's going to do to it. Is she going to make just the shirts blue?
I don't think I'm going there. Oh, that's video presets. I don't want
Look how many you have. Food? You're going to use a food preset on your family?
that. No, I was looking at the Frederick Ardley below it.
Where do you find your presets, Cheryl?
Oh my gosh, I
Or your favorites? Monica wants to know.
I
Mm.
think I have posted about this before in the forum because there was like this one site that has um like a ton of free ones and that's where I got a lot of them, but I don't know. Let me look and see here really quick if I have them. I kept a lot of links.
I know those are something I usually have at the tip of my finger,
Here it
but I
is. I
don't know
got
that I
it. I
have
got it.
those.
I got it. I got it. Na, 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 na.
Sweet.
There you go.
Do, 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 do.
You're very
Oh,
welcome.
yay. Be careful, Monica. Do you already collect presets? Because they kind of become like fonts and you just start collecting them all
Yes. Ooh, I like that.
over and over and over again.
Ooh, I like that one.
Maybe that's just me, but
That one's a little cooler, but I like that one, I think. That
mm,
retro effect too. I'm liking that the
decisions,
best so
decisions,
far.
decisions.
One is a little too dark.
We had a couple more people pop in. Julie's with us and Kendra.
Oh,
And
hi
hi, Leanne.
guys.
So Leanne has her son on spring break with another family, so she's here by herself scrapping.
Ooh, nice.
Julie
Oh,
likes
I
that
like
one.
that one too. This one right here.
The
Ooh, I
current
like
one,
that one
Julie?
too.
I kind of like the other one because this one you kind of lose Daniel's face just a tiny bit
Yep.
comparatively.
I'm going to go back to my history.
Julie says, yep.
There it is. Okay.
I
I'm
like number
exporting it.
2, says Britt.
Okay. I'm going to export. Same folder.
So Leanne's scrapping. What's everybody else doing tonight? Besides hanging out with us.
Yeah. And right now, I usually, once I export, I make sure that it adds the exported image into Lightroom as well, just automatically when I choose. It's one of the export options, but then I come and select both the original and the edit, and I go to set color label, and I have purple marked as scrapped, so I know um,
That you've scrapped it.
that I've scrapped it.
So why do you use export instead of edit in Photoshop? Monica would like to know.
Oh, to like just open it from here.
Hmm.
I like it a little better because it automatically opens up the folder for me, and um, I don't know. I just have always done it. I guess when I used Photoshop Elements, I always did it this way.
I can tell you why I do it that way. I do it that way because I export them all to a folder and then I decide which ones I'm going to use, so it's easy to mark as scrapped whether I used them or not. Because sometimes
Hmm.
I'll pull like 5 photos and only use 3 of them. So that's why I use export instead of edit. But I also don't do what you did where you have a second copy. I
Yeah.
don't know what setting that is I've changed, but I don't have a second copy that pops up in Lightroom.
Let's see. When you go to export
Oh, I don't want one, so I'm okay with
to,
that.
yeah, it's just under, I export to the same folder as the original. I sometimes I'll put it in a subfolder, edits for Facebook or edits for whatever.
Oh,
And then, so it'll go in a subfolder as the original folder, but then um, I add it to this catalog. So,
okay. See, I don't. I
so
actually
that's,
export it to just a folder that I use for exported photos. So let's say I know I have 3 different spring Easter kits coming up, and I'm like, oh, I really like these 7 or 8 pictures. I can throw them all in that folder, and that's all that's in there is the current photos I'm working with. So if
yep,
I'm working on a book or something, then I'll export them all into that folder so I can go back and forth so I'm not going back to Lightroom and getting distracted. Because
gotcha.
I'm good at getting distracted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think uh, maybe it's here. Yeah, you can see here back in November, I did edits for Facebook. So I can
Gotcha.
just look, I can just, when I export to a particular, like if I'm doing a batch edit,
Hmm.
when I was posting on Facebook a lot last year, then that's why I like to have that edits for Facebook because it was easy for me to grab. Of
That
course, when I
makes
was
sense.
uploading, but when you're scrapping, it's easy to know what's already been edited, and then I
Right.
don't have to redo all that.
Okay. Yeah, Kendra says
So
she puts them in a subfolder so she knows which ones she's fixed.
yeah, but let's see, where was I? 327. Um, it's just easy for me to look in here too and see. Okay, there's the photo.
Hmm.
Here's the original, and then usually because I have it put a one a number after it, so I know that's the edit too. So it changes the file name for me.
Gotcha.
Okay, I am
Makes
going to
sense.
close out Lightroom now because it's a little hog on my resources, and since I'm recording too,
It's a little hog.
it's a little hog. Okay, I kind of thought about using one of my templates.
Ooh.
Uh, that's new this
One of
week.
your new ones or old ones?
New ones this week. So this is
Are they
Bloom.
released yet?
I think they're live.
Ooh.
So what I did was this time though, the die cuts have separate shadows as well as the photos, and they're already customized. So, of course, you can delete that shadow and add your own back in or whatever you want to do. You don't have to use it, but for people who have programs that can't customize shadows, I thought this might be fun.
Monica says she loves the custom shadows, especially on the photos.
Yay! So let's see here. I think I may use.
I liked them because I just didn't do anything else to them. So I felt kind of lazy, but my page still looked pretty. It was
Okay, I
fun.
think I'm going to use either 1 or 3.
Ooh.
1 or 3, 1 or 3, 1 or 3. Or I could rotate 4. That
Decisions,
would be
decisions.
interesting. Kind of like 4.
Rotating 4.
Kind of like 4. Anybody has a vote?
Julie likes lazy scrapping. Me too, Julie. Some days, just fast, get it done. Let's see, Kendra and Leanne. Ooh, Kendra likes 3.
3. Okay, there's 3. A vote for 3.
And
3.
3.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go with 3
3.
then. Okay. We're
3
definitely at 3 then.
wins, I
Okay.
think.
So.
Hi, Jess.
Oh, did Jess make it? I knew she
Yep.
wasn't feeling good today. She woke up and was having a little rough day.
Aw.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and.
She's drugged up.
Join the crowd. Join the crowd. Okay.
So Leanne says, I like the pre-shadows too, but then if I rotate the photo from vertical to horizontal, I find that I screw them up when I try to fix them.
Okay, well, let's take a look real quick and see if I can help you out with that. Are you in...
What program, Leanne?
Yeah, what program? Spit it out, Cheryl.
CC.
Okay.
Creative Cloud.
So let's rotate 1 time just to test it out. And the shadows look kind of okay still.
Now, did you select just that, or did you select that and the layer with the shadow?
The whole thing moved.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole... No, I didn't. I didn't move the whole thing. Hello. How about let's rotate the whole thing. Transform. Rotate. There we go.
So it moved everything. So as long as you moved it together, your shadow direction is still sort of the same as it was, just the light source where it's coming from has moved.
Yeah. So, like, if you don't like that, I think probably the easiest thing to do, Leanne, do you use the, we call it the windshield wiper or the diamond ring, depending on who, oh, you just meant 1 photo. Let's do that then.
She's like, whoa, whoa, you're over my head.
Whoa.
Slow down, slow your roll. You're going too far, Cheryl.
Okay, so let's transform that and rotate that. Okay, I see what you're saying here. Because we lost the fun little shadow over here to the right. Little too much here on the top.
Can I tell you the lazy way that I would change that?
What's that?
I just select the shadow and like arrow it down and over so it looked the same as the other one.
That is one way to do it, or...
that's the arrows will do the job.
Okay, so let's see. I wonder if I just rotated it vertically, what it would look like. So let's go to transform and flip vertical. No, I don't like that either. Okay. So what I would do personally is I would make sure my shadow is selected and they are linked together. So I would, of course, make sure to right click and unlink them, so you're just moving the drop shadow. And make sure you have your bounding grid on. What do they call that? Your bounding bars, your
Bounding box.
bounding box.
It's
There
a
you go.
box.
I click on that
Even
to
on a circle,
quickly,
it's a box.
yeah, I quickly access my warp mode, from transform to warp mode. Once I click on that little icon, I'm going to get some more handles so I can pull on them. And so I will just start pulling down a little bit, maybe push in, pull that out a little bit more. Make that go up a little bit. And I just kind of keep playing with it till I push that one in on the top. That needs to come down a little bit. That needs to come in. Yeah.
So you just work it.
Yeah.
But it's not quite as much work because it is mostly
Yeah.
set up.
Yeah.
She says,
So,
thanks.
yeah, so it's already set up for you. But again, if it's, too much of a pain in the butt too, though, I mean, it's just as easy to go ahead and take the whole daggone thing off and just add your shadow back in and then release it. Just by going to create layers and CC, and then your drop shadow is separate, and then you can start just fresh making your edits. Okay, let's step backwards a little bit.
History panel. History panel.
Oh God, where is it? I never use it. I'm so
Next to your styles.
da da da. How about that? Thank
I
you.
love the history panel.
I know. I need
And I learned how
really.
to take a snapshot on it, so I love it even more.
Okay, so like if I go back to here,
Hmm
what would I do to make a snapshot?
So it is, I think it's that plus button. Well, you can hit new snapshot there too. You can also hit, I think it's the plus button. Is that the right one?
Right there.
It's that one or it's the camera. I can't remember which one because I'm not doing it. It's so automatic now. But it, nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah,
Edit.
whichever one you pushed is the wrong one. You need the other one. See, you've actually got two open now on the sides.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Right. So whichever one you pushed, that was the wrong one. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I need the little camera one.
Yep. And it gives you a screen. Yeah, there you go. New snapshot. So now you can go back and click on the original, but you can also click on the new snapshot.
Okay,
Yes, CC Jess. Creative Cloud. Yay, Kayla! Windows 10 finally finished her updates.
Okay, I'm
Anyway.
going to go back to there. All right. And of course,
I use it when I'm not sure which direction I'm going.
I obviously decided that it would be a good idea for me to close out the folder that it automatically opened for me.
That's because we confused you.
Yes, because that's always fun, isn't it?
It wasn't on purpose. We just got chatting about other stuff.
Okay. I don't know. It's looking very yellow right now. I don't know.
You might have to go back and edit it.
I don't know. I'm not feeling any more edits. Do you ever get to that point where you're just like, okay, I'm done. I'm not editing anymore.
A lot.
Okay.
Jess says, oh yeah.
I'm like, okay, this has got to be just, we're stopping here. Okay.
I think I live at that point. Monica, I think my picture started that point coming out of the camera.
Okay, so I am using, as usual, AC/DC, and there are a few kits that I chose to work with tonight, and I just made a really quick tag called Watch Cheryl Scrap, and then the date. And that way, once I click on it, it just puts all those products in there for me. And I'm going to group them by folder. And then that way it's going to separate them into the different kits. So tonight I am working with some fun stuff. The Create Crate I said at the beginning. So there are a couple of add-ons that Kristin and Leah and Renee do. So I'll be using the main kit and some of these add-ons. So right now I'm just gonna kind of look through here and see. I don't know, I like this one. I don't know why when I was
I like that
unzipping them,
paper.
it just is, it's so pretty. And
Mm-hmm.
I really want to keep my die cut white, I think. I want to go for a solid maybe.
Mm.
Um,
Speaking of the die cut, Kayla says she loves the templates with the custom shadows. Keep them coming.
oh, perfect. I think I may just start doing it. Unless I get some feedback from people. And it may just be that I need to just include it on a hidden layer or something, so you can turn it on if you want to. That's an idea, right?
Totally.
Okay. All
Kayla
right.
says that paper's yummy-licious.
Okay, so let's see what it looks like on the die cut. Oh, no. No, no, no. I don't know. I'm not feeling. I love the paper. I absolutely love it, but
I
it
made
is
it
not.
shiny.
It is not. You made it shiny.
When I did the die cut, I used that template this week, and I made that die cut
Um,
shiny. It was fun.
okay, so let's see here.
Mm.
Kind of like the yellows, but let's keep looking. Okay, I definitely think I'm gonna grab this. Go ahead and grab the solid and pop that there.
Kayla said, "Did you grab Mommyish's styles? She used them on the die cuts, and they were really fun."
Yes, I did. So we may play with those if I feel inspired to do so. I may be grabbing them.
If you're feeling up to that later on.
I thought maybe I would make a custom title,
Ooh.
but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
Gotcha.
see.
We'll see.
Ooh, that's cute. I'm just loving this pops of red in kits lately. I'm just drawn to it. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. This right
Well, and I
here.
like that it's a pretty red. It's not a
Oh
blood red.
gosh. Oh, is anybody else like wood grain insane, or is it just me?
Mm, I'm not insane about the wood grain. I'm never quite sure how to use it, but I love it on other people's layouts.
I really like that. Look at how it just mimics that die cut right there.
Mm-hmm. It totally does.
Happy.
And the
Okay,
color
I
looks
think.
golden against your photo.
Yes. Okay, I'm going with that. All right, I'm going to pull this over out of the way because I need to see both my screens at the same time.
I'm glad I'm not alone, Monica. Loving it on other
I
people's pages and
think
not very good at it. And then our other Monica loves the wood grain with your photo. We have two tonight. Did you know that?
2 Monicas?
Yep. We have Daily Dwelling and I have no idea. Is it Umyish? Umyish? Is it just letters? Thanks, Katrina. Oh, yeah. I love that!
Okay.
Here I am I'm trying to make it into a name. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, like Happy Easter, Hip Hip
I'll just stick to
Hooray.
Monica. I can pronounce that.
Okay, I
The
put
die
him
cuts look like
there.
something Katrina would create with her silhouette.
Mmm, that's fun.
I think, at least. Oh, she's planning on it. Oh, no worries. I hate to say it, but I've butchered so many people's names. You read them all the time and you have no idea how they're really said in real life. So, just don't take offense to it. I'm sure I could come up with a way to butcher like Britt's name and Jan's name if I tried.
Yes, I'm definitely sure I can.
Yeah. I used to have somebody who worked on my team whose name was spelled Karyn, and I called her Karen because it looks like Karen. It totally looks like Karen. No, it was Corinne. I
And
was
you're like,
like,
oh gosh.
okay.
Okay.
Oh. What's her sister's username, Britt?
Okay, I kind of like that blue.
Hmm. Is it
And something.
Angustia?
And
Angustia? Yeah, that doesn't help me. I learned French in school. Stinking Canadians. Just kidding. I love it. It's Spanish. Ooh.
okay.
Now we're all fascinated because she has a scrapping sister. Angustia. Maybe?
I think that needs to go up a little bit.
Mm.
There we go. Let's reduce that opacity a tad.
Do you ever scrap together or do you just, both go, ooh, that was a cool page you made? We just talk about it. I love it. I do that with my mom. We talk about it. She pretends she's going to do it, then she doesn't. Oh, Kayla, want to hear a story? You know my mom. My brother upgraded my mother from Photoshop Elements all the way up to Photoshop Creative Cloud. And for those who don't know, my mother, bless her heart, is wonderful, but she struggled with Elements sometimes. So I don't think Creative Cloud is going to be very good for her.
We're like, no, this isn't gonna
No.
work.
She's dying so far, but this is the first time I've visited since this happened, so I foresee a lot of this weekend being spent teaching her how to pull things onto the layout. Or sitting her in front of watch Cheryl scrap videos and say, just watch.
Just watch, Mom.
You could sit down together over Google Chat, Monica. That's what Cheryl and I do sometimes, because you can share your screens and it's really fun.
It's awesome.
When she's here, she has an agenda. I didn't say she had to be there. Do it when she's at home. Say, hey, we're scrapping tonight. Get on.
Get on, let's do this thing.
Let's do this thing. When she's here, she has an agenda. Sounds so like my husband. When we go to visit family, he has an agenda. We got in at like 3 o'clock today, and he's already gone for the night. I might see him at like 11, maybe 12.
Because he's seeing family or friends or...
Oh, friends, old coworkers, whatever. She scraps in the middle of the night. You should try. It might be fun. Katrina
Yeah.
uses Skype.
I think I am going to use this gold color, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know if I should go more gold or more blues.
So, Katrina, do you put your camera up for Skype so they can see your project as you're working on it? Katrina, don't say that. This is really slow for Cheryl tonight.
What?
Katrina said, now that I see digital scrapping not sped up, I don't feel so slow.
No, you shouldn't at all.
You shouldn't feel slow at all. I'm slower than this. But Cheryl's like Speed McQueen. She'd be Lightning McQueen if we were all in the Cars movie. I don't think I'm the slowest, but I'll tell you one thing. If I was at this point, I would be like, I'm apparently not feeling it and just trash it and start something new.
Why?
Well, no, because do you ever do it when you're going super slow? So for you, this is super slow. Like for me, I'd still be working on it. But if it was like this speed for me, which would be, working on it for 45 minutes, and I'm like, okay, it's not feeling it, I'd trash it and start again. I really love what you did with that gold. That's pretty. I agree, Leanne. It's super pretty.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Kayla says, glad Cheryl is my speed tonight. Oh, Jess, it does not take a lot for me to give up on a page. Depends on my mood, too.
Okay.
Ooh, Katrina's getting ideas.
I like that.
Are you seeing inked edges, Katrina? Because I think that's totally cool. And I'd never thought of how to do that digi. I love that in paper, and I'd never thought of how to do it in digi.
Yeah, I just made a new layer, and I went ahead and clipped it to the die cut so that I could see where I was brushing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
already clipped onto there. So, it's just really easy then to.
And you just have like a big soft brush.
Yeah, it's a mist brush.
Ooh.
Misty brush.
And of course, which brush did you use, Cheryl? Kayla wants to buy it.
She cannot buy it.
Oh, sorry, Kayla.
I'm sorry. It's not for purchase. But they're Just Jamie has mist brushes that I believe you can still purchase.
I think those are the ones I use. Some from Just Jamie.
Okay, and I think maybe.
Katrina's not an inker in real life.
But see, you could do it before you printed it out.
You could totally do it before you printed it out. And then you don't even have to have like a gazillion ink things. You could just have Photoshop ink brushes, which work for every single color. Nope. Well, fine then, Katrina. Don't ink your edges.
No, I'm not doing it.
She's like, nope. Oh, yes. So my parents have an exchange student right now from Thailand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
He's
My mom's
Indian, though.
fascinated because he doesn't drink milk. So she's like, what does he drink? He like only drinks water. Like, I don't know. Maybe he drinks like mango lassies or something, because that's what my husband always orders when we go to the Thai restaurants. I have no idea if they're an Americanized thing or not.
Right. You're like, I don't know.
I have no idea. So she's like, she's fascinated by that. I'm like, okay, you're a little weird, Mom.
But
Yeah, he's interesting. So we went and got donuts at Krispy Kreme. He's like, oh, Krispy Kreme is huge, like in Thailand. Everybody wants one. I'm like, oh,
really?
weird. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
he's a
interesting.
teenage boy, so maybe it's huge in the teenage scene. I don't know. It's totally interesting. and he brought them presents. So he brought them the boys journals and these pencils that are like carved at the ends into like animals and stuff.
Huh.
I'm like, that's really cool. So it's interesting. My mom's like, oh, so she has to keep calling the lady who's in charge. She's like, so I kind of forgot that my whole family is coming down for Easter apparently, and I didn't know this when I told you about it. Is that okay? And she's like, oh yeah, no, the more people he's exposed to, the better. Yeah, it'll be awesome. Kayla, you got donuts yesterday for Megan's good grades? My dad just drove by and he was like, ooh, donuts. He's kind of like a squirrel sometimes, you know. Oh, Britt, we had a long discussion about the die cut with the spray. Britt lost her Wi-Fi, so she has no idea how you misted the die cut. But she says
Oh.
it's so pretty. She'll show you, Britt. It's no big deal.
Yeah, you want me to show you?
Yeah, sure.
All you need to do is ask. I created a new layer above the die cut, and just made sure it was clipped to the die cut, and then I just chose a mist brush and just started kind of going around the edges. And so since it's clipped there, I can kind of see, you know, where it's hitting. And of course you can, you know, get as dark or light as you want.
We think just Jamie has a mist brush. The one Cheryl has is no longer for sale.
And then I just reduce the opacity some. Anyway, that's how you did it.
She was like, ooh, you did it by hand. I'm like, yeah, she totally did it by hand.
Yes. You know me.
Totally awesome. The hard way.
I did it my way.
Your way is not necessarily the hard way, lady.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Julie goes, just Jamie's, I think, is a CU Club freebie. Use it all the time. Jess, Jamie's in Germany right now, or I'd ask. I love how, like, small in some ways the Digi world is. Like,
Yes.
you're talking to a template designer, and she's just chatting with you, and it's just kind of like, ooh, celebrity status. But, you know, that's just me.
You know what a celebrity I am, right? Just so.
Lynn Marie. Lynn Marie has some misty brushes. I knew there was another set. I'm like, I know I've seen another set. I think Just Jamie sold her somewhere else before because I know I've bought them. So,
Ooh, I think
know.
I need that string.
Ooh, string.
That string looks very interesting.
Oh, that's a cool idea too. In her preview for her Misty paint, she says mist over any shape to get a masked paint effect. Ooh.
Yes,
that would be cool too. If you did it over your die cut, and then you'd have that as a mist, like as a negative image on there. That'd be so cool.
It's just soft.
Oh, see, now we're going to have like this huge plethora of Misty pages, and it's going to be so cool.
You're like,
just totally
everybody's going to have it. We're all gonna
there's Just Jamie's. I knew she had some too. But hey, apparently if you sign up for the CU Club, it's free. Trendset. Jess does negative image things with paint all the time. I love it, Jess. I always see cool things and I'm like, ooh, I should do that. And then I sit down to scrap and I'm like, do. No, I don't feel like that tonight. Too much work. I'm just done.
Not happening.
Not happening tonight. Not feeling it.
Okay.
Oh, light. Sweet. Not good with brushes. Ooh, so how do you do the negative image thing with paint? If you're not using brushes.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Jess. Sorry.
Oh.
You were busy scrapping over there, lady. I'm chatting with my peeps.
You just leave me out of the combo.
Not on purpose, Cheryl. You're always welcome to chime in.
No.
Using paints from elements. Cool. Kayla always has good intentions and then runs out of time or gets lazy.
I have a thing for ampersands too. Why is that?
Because they're cool. They're a fun shape, is what I've decided. And depending on the designer, they make them totally different from each other. So you might have one that's a little more graphic, and then you'll have one that's more curvy like this one. But it adds a cool shape to your page, I think. It's almost like another element. At least that's my personal opinion as to why I like them. Why you like them? I don't know.
I don't know what you're doing.
Katrina has good intentions and then she gets confused. I've done that before too, Katrina. I'm like, why did I have this brush in here? Oh yeah. 3 days later.
Okay. I think I need to use
Ooh. Monica loves ambersands, but she saw a really cool large brass @ sign the other day when she was antique shopping. It should be a new trendy thing. It totally should. Kayla can only use an ampersand if it stands for and. I saw an @ pan once. I was probably on Cutthroat Kitchen that they had to cook with an @ shaped pan. And I thought, oh, that's weird.
Well, see, I can say that my title is Happy Easter Day and Easter Sunday. If you wanted to get technical about
I think that's cool.
it.
I think that's totally like cheating your way into it, but I think it looked fine without trying to make it into the and. Oh, Katrina says that's the first time she's heard your accent. Apparently I'm talking too much.
Yep, this is me in all my glory.
She sings too.
Oh yeah.
Or laughing. I always laugh.
I like your laughs.
Thanks.
Ooh.
So does Kayla apparently.
It's just very happy.
Aw, thanks. Just as you said dadgum earlier and she about died.
Oh, did I say daggum?
If you did, I totally didn't even notice.
Dadgum. That's how you have to say it, really.
Katrina says I sound just like she pictured. It's not a California thing, apparently. Dadgum. Dadgum, dadgum.
Dadgum it. Dadgum it.
I like when you say gosh darn it better.
I said something. I was like, good God Almighty, the other day.
Are there smiley faces on that sprinkle?
Yes.
Yes, there are. Good eye, Britt. Jess has heard you say, Lord have mercy, too.
Yeah.
I think that smiley face one, is that from Kristin's Goofball kit?
Yes.
The smiley face sprinkle?
Yes.
It's an add-on for the Create.
Blah, 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 blah,
Great. I think sometimes they make up these names and don't say them in real life and don't realize what they sound like when you're trying to say them. Yeah, I can't say that 3 times fast. Thanks, Kayla, for the offer.
Oh, I love it. Look, it says my peeps.
Oh,
My
I love my peeps.
peeps.
I love it.
My
Oh, that's
peeps.
awesome. I love it. It's so sweet. Totally
Mm,
cute.
mm, 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 mm.
Well, it's true, Kayla. How often do you actually have to say create monthly? You know, you're usually test typing it. But, you know, memory pockets monthly and mixed media monthly. It's a lot of words together.
A lot of words.
A lot of words. Easter Sunday traditions, memories. Aww.
Okay, I'm in that mode. I know it. I can feel it. Um,
Ooh. What mood?
I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming. To add a bunch of word art thingies and also um, to put all
I
the
thought it
things
was
on the
singing mode
page.
too,
There
Kendra.
was what?
I thought it was singing mode too.
uh,
Is it a selfie or a timer? It's a selfie, right? Your photo?
yes.
And are
I
you
can't
holding the phone
remember.
or Olivia?
I think I was.
You are the selfie pro. I agree, Kayla. She's totally the selfie pro.
Well, there was a couple of them that weren't good. You saw that when I
Oh,
was
yeah, you
editing
know,
earlier.
whatever. You should see mine. Mine end up with like half of Nick's head or like my nose up. They never end up with like both of us. Well, they don't never, but very rarely do they end up with both of us in the same picture. Do you have a selfie stick? No, she just has long arms.
No, and then of course if there's a bunch of us, sometimes my husband has really long arms, so sometimes he'll get to do it or
All up my nose. Jess,
what?
Jess wrote all up my nose.
All up in my nose.
Katrina ends up cross-eyed. Britt would like to know your selfie tips because she says she stinks at them.
We have talked about this before. I am
We've
writing it
talked
down
about,
right now.
now hold on. We have talked about
Selfie class.
individual selfie tips. Like
Yes.
just yourself and how it's in how you position the camera and how
Yeah.
you look at the camera and if you can make sure your camera either has a really good back one or front one or take it with the back one or whatever.
Yeah.
That we've talked about. We've never talked about group selfies.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any real tips other than um
Train them from when they're young so they'll sit still for you for a photo.
yes. If you have little ones, just forget about it. It's not gonna
See, Kendra has the
happen.
same problem with me. I can never get everyone to look the right way in group selfies. My problem is I'll finally get it to where my husband and I are in the same frame. And okay, truth be told, I'm quite a bit shorter than him. I don't know, he's 6'1" and I'm 5'5". So we have a height difference going on. But then every time I'll be like, oh, perfect, we got that. My child will photobomb it. Whether he throws his hand in front of the camera or whether he like suddenly jumps up to be in the photo. So
Yeah.
yeah. But if I want him in the photo, he won't do it. He won't get in the photo. It's so annoying.
Okay, so I'm thinking about where we are in my mom's house, and I was sitting on her little love seat, and I think Olivia was on an ottoman, and Daniel was on her leg, and then Jay just leaned down. He was standing kind of behind us, and it's like I get like just a few minutes, not even minutes. I get like, because they're all like, oh my God, we're ready to eat, or I'm too full to take pictures right now. I mean, I don't get a whole lot of time. You just have to just snap. And I try to snap a bunch of them, just to make sure I get something. Um, and these weren't great. I mean, obviously I had to edit the photo, and even the edit's not fantastic, but
But they're scrappable.
yeah.
Aw, Jess. Her son just walked in and said hi to us all. He's a good boy. He
Oh,
heated up a pillow by the heater for her arm. She had 2 shots today.
oh.
That's so awesome. Julie says her kids are 9 and 11 and still don't look at the camera. Kendra trained hers when they were young and they forgot.
Okay,
Oh.
I kind of like.
Sometimes you just
I,
have to embrace it. I have photos I've embraced like that.
okay, I swear I have to use that paper. It's happening. I don't know why I feel like it has to happen, but I feel like it has to happen. Why is that? Sometimes I'm stubborn.
Because it's so cute. Monica has one that never looks or makes the oddest faces. That paper is too good. It's too pretty. Yep. There's so many pretty papers in there. Julie says her husband is listening to us as he's playing video games. He says the kids don't look at the camera because I start yelling. I'm so sorry, Julie. Tell him next time he should yell at them to look at the camera.
Yeah.
It's on him next time.
Okay, so I don't think I want to use a journal card. Um, let's see here.
You just gonna write on the paper?
I think so, but I think I'm going to take that same brush and make it look like I added some gesso onto the page, like right underneath there. Um,
I want to see how you do this. This sounds
so,
cool.
all right, so I'm just gonna make sure my brush is white. Using the same brush I used before for the inking. I'm gonna up the size a little bit, and then I'm just gonna go right here. I think I may come over here a little bit, add a little bit over there, just to kind of balance it out a little bit. Let's reduce
Cool.
that opacity a little bit. And then
So, are
change.
you trying to make it look like a thick paint or a thin paint? Like, are you going to give it a big
Um,
heavy shadow or just leave it flat?
no. It's like you put gesso, if you've done any mixed media, when you put it on a pattern paper, you can put it on very thick. So you can choose to have your opacity at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what look you're going for digitally. But a lot of times, if you spread the gesso out with your fingers and you're just doing a thin layer, you can see the pattern paper through it. So I'm just kind of going with that. And um, the person that you need to look for on YouTube, she is a paper scrapper. Her name is Missy Whitten, and she does fabulous mixed media. And I love to watch her, not because I do a whole lot of mixed media. I do some. I like to do a little bit of watercolor and stuff, a little junk journal thing. But um, I like to incorporate her kind of methods digitally, I guess. So I really like how, she makes, sometimes she just makes background papers from just cardstock and adding paints and so using brushes and all that kind of stuff. So like Mommyish has some fabulous brushes. So does Just Jamie. I mean, you can really do your whole thing.
I've seen some of the mixed media too that they've done, like in our gallery, where they've done it kind of almost like a thick paint that dried, and it looks
Yes.
so cool. And I'm like, they
You
must like
know,
add maybe a shadow to that to make it look like it's thick on the page or something. I don't
they
know.
may be, that may just be, I know what you're talking about. It looks like it's applied with a palette knife. Um, and they may actually have to do that and physically take a picture of it. I don't know how to recreate that digitally. I'm sure it can be done, but I don't
Hmm.
know how to. I don't know that it would be worth the time to invest for me to figure out how to do that.
Oh no, I'll just buy it from the designers that do it and make it my background paper and be like, yeah, look, I look pretty. I look awesome.
Here I
It's as about
am.
mixed media as I get.
Okay, I have been
I
using
have
the
shadowed paint
same.
before, Kayla, depending on my mood, if I want it to look like it's kind of thick. But I love it where it looks like Cheryl used a great phrase, like a palette knife has put it on the paper. So it looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen, I've seen it a couple times in paper where it's like they have to let it dry for like
Yeah,
an entire day because they put so much gesso. Is it gesso on it?
just so.
It's kind of crazy.
Dawn Inskip has some great
Yes,
papers for
yes.
that.
I think
Fabulous
that's who I'm
for
thinking
that.
of. She has some amazing ones that look like that, and you're just like,
I
wow.
really need to do like an art journaling mixed media kind of thing. And what I'd love to do is not use the mixed media kits, but just use regular kits and
Mm-hmm.
use blending and layering. So to show how you can use just about anything to,
Right.
get some of the effects. But I don't know. I'm kind
Huh.
of stuck in my mode right now. I'm in this paper looking scrapping mode. All right,
Monica says it sounds cool.
I am not going to do I'll go ahead and put my date.
So in a photo like this, what are you going to journal? Because I look at a photo like this in my life and I go, sometimes I'll just put mostly the W's. And there's a lot of photos I have no problem going on and on and on about. But something like this, I'm just like, it was Easter. We were at mom's and I took a picture. And I kind of feel stupid writing that. So what kind of things would you
The reason why I
scrap?
don't
Would you?
feel stupid about doing that is we actually um, alternate years. So one year we're at my mom's and one year we're at Jay's mom's. So that is not a silly or, weird kind of thing to um, put it in because I want to know where we are. And sometimes I can tell, like I can tell from the photo, just the lamp and, whatever. But in the future, nobody's going to be able to tell where that was taken. So I will journal. Like I already have an idea about this one. Um, it actually was. It looks like it's a really sunny day, but it was awful. Um, the rain came, as we were eating lunch. We couldn't do an Easter egg hunt. The kids had to do their baskets, the egg hunt. They just had to take turns picking eggs out of the basket. And my mom and sister and us, we always put cash inside the eggs. So it was kind of like, Russian roulette. You didn't know which one you were going to get. So um, I probably won't go into all that on this page because I have pictures of them doing that and of the bowl of eggs. But I will just talk about how grateful I am that, we're all together
Okay.
at my mom's and how, it's unusual these days for us to be dressed up like that. We just, a lot of times we'll be dressed up and Olivia won't go to church with us, or whatever. And so it's hard to get a selfie because we're ready, dressed up for church or whatever, and she's just got up out of the bed. So for us to all be together. I don't know. I usually type a lot about that. And I think it's because I do remember that day I felt good. So
Mm-hmm.
remember that about last Easter. So I'll probably journal about that too. Okay, I've waxed.
Is your photo shifted down just a tiny bit? When you zoom in like that, it looks like you've got a tiny bit of gray at the top between the photo and the white outline.
I do. Thank
That
you.
was Britt who noticed that.
Thank you,
So
Britt.
I was just thinking, man, Jay's head shifted down.
All right, so I really don't have to do much custom shadows here, except I want to add one on.
I do sometimes, Julie. Like I actually just did some pictures of Easter from last year. And so, but I was like, I have like a dozen ones of the egg hunt, and I know I want to do at least 2 pages of that, but I'm not going to talk about what they would do. Is my aunt did was you got bunny bucks and then you traded it in where there was a bunch of stuff like from the dollar store, Oriental Trading or whatever. And so the kids would trade it in. So I'm kind of separating those two into different parts of the story because I did take pictures of the table and the kids trading it in compared to the pictures of the kids actually finding the eggs. So it's not, but I know that there's probably going to be more that's going to come out with that story, but I'm not that organized. I've used the same photo and told the same story twice, I figured out the other day, because it was before I started using Cheryl's Mark Them Purple, so I know I've scrapped them.
Yeah.
So I'm not organized, really. And that's what I wondered, because I knew I'd seen some of Cheryl's photos at the beginning in Lightroom, and she had a lot more photos of the eggs and stuff. So I wondered what would be the journaling around this specific photo.
Yeah.
Because I have photos like that I want to write, but you know. But I like how you phrased it.
And
I really love the details you added.
I will open up my photos.
No,
from
not the
May.
memory hog.
No, I'm not opening up Lightroom. No, we shall not.
We shall not.
Okay, so just kind of going based on how I took some photos, and it looks like I took photos with my phone and my DSLR because I have some raw files here. But you can see the table is set and the centerpiece is there. It is the eggs, and then both Daniel and Olivia got these big eggs. And then this is them.
Is this the bull passing?
Yes, where they took turns. And so you can see their cash and
And it's funny because in the background it does look sunny outside.
yeah.
Aw,
And then,
puppy.
poor Bubba, he wants a treat too.
That's cool, Katrina. Katrina's actually been on a team with Missy Whedon.
Oh, awesome. I think she's so fun.
I think that egg looked really cool too, Julie. And it was like huge,
And
the one Daniel was holding.
yeah, I already scrapped this and that these photos. They're already on a layout that's printed out and above my desk actually.
That should be the title, Jess.
What?
Olivia kind of looks like, what am I going to do with $3?
Yeah. Well, because they were kind of fighting over.
I know. But Daniel looks like, yeah, $3. And Olivia's like, what am I going to do with $3?
Well, if you can see, he's got 1, 2.
Oh, he's got more. He's got like 6?
6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but she's got a lot of change here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's probably, I don't know, he got more. I know that. But you can see they also got candy inside of them too. So.
Yeah. I just like that as a title. What am I going to do with $3?
Yeah, I don't know where my mom got those, but
they're cool.
very cool.
So will you like just kind of group your photos together and tell the stories that go with them? Like this is the dinner table, this is the eggs, or the not so egg hunt.
Yeah, I'll probably do a food layout. So I'll use probably this one for the main, and then little close up, and then those were some little desserts. And let's see. Usually I take a selfie of us. I've started taking a selfie of us at the table. But I didn't this year. Oh, yeah, there's the other dessert. So the little dusted pound cakes had strawberries and fresh cream that Mama made. She's such a good cook.
That's what Matthew had for his birthday this year.
And then I've
His
scrapped
birthday
these
cake.
already. So they
That's
were
cute.
waiting for my sister to arrive. So they were watching
I
all
totally
the
need
freaking.
Olivia's shoes. Are those
Uh,
hers? Those
oh
white
yeah, yeah,
sandals in the
yeah,
background?
yeah,
Yeah, I totally need those. Those are super cute. I
yeah.
know the
And in
weird
the
things I
back,
notice in photos.
oh, I don't want to do that. Thank you. No. Let's see. That would have been 2015, but I don't know what without opening Lightroom.
You don't
Let's
know what?
see. I'm trying to remember when Easter was that year because I have a picture of her. Ah, here they are.
It's like
And
it was
she's wearing
April, I
the
believe.
shoes. Oh my God, she's so pretty. I can't stand it. It'll take just a second to open up. That was when my hair was dark. Ugh, I didn't like it.
See, it's funny because Easter moves, right? And
Yep.
it pretty much moves anytime from my son's birthday to just after my anniversary. Because our anniversary was Monday and Easter's the Saturday. And that's pretty much the latest I've ever seen it is this weekend. Well, this Sunday is this weekend. So it's kind of funny how it just like, and we have like 4 or 5 birthdays in the midst of that in my family. So Easter is by anybody's birthday. We never know until we look at the calendar.
So we did these baskets. That it's pretty fun. Okay, there's the picture of her with her
Yeah,
fabulous
those
little
shoes are
shoes on.
totally cute. Yeah, those baskets are adorable, Kayla. Totally make them. You said you bought most of it at dollar store, didn't you?
I did. I mean, you can get those for $1 a piece. Then I just hot glued them together, and I can't remember what I put on the bottom. I think it was a box of candy on the bottom. The whole thing was candy except for the ribbon. And then we just had little bits of candy, and that went on the inside.
I think it's adorable. I think it's a great idea. Happy early birthday, Kendra, for next Monday. Just bought plastic tote baskets this year because they can use them to store train stuff after.
Okay, see, there's the dark hair. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I look,
I like it.
I look, I don't know. Witchy with a B is what it makes me look. Oh,
What is it? RBF? You have RBF in that picture?
yes.
I don't think you do. Have a good night, Monica. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry your kids are being crazy.
I'm just like, I have to go.
Oh, Monica says she was not thinking that at all. Jess prefers your stripy hair. Yeah, Kaylee,
Yeah,
it's just different. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just different.
yeah, it's okay. It's not great, but I mean, you can tell that there was still my highlights underneath it,
Hmm.
but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't feel right.
It's still stripy. Jess, I like it.
It's still stripy.
Now remember, she's doped up on meds, so she's forgiven for anything she says.
Absolutely. Well, ditto over here. Does that count? Okay, I'm gonna close this.
Totally counts.
Okay, I need to run a shadow on this.
Have you saved that at all?
It's
Just
been a while.
asking. Hmm.
I did save it to start off with, but I'll save it now, just so you'll be very happy.
It's more because I worry about it crashing
Do
with
it.
all the programs. Kayla
With
wants
it
to know what your
being
natural hair color is. And Jess got steroids, hormones, and narcotics today.
ooh,
Trifecta!
dude, she got it all.
She got it all.
My natural hair color is very dark. Uh, let's see if I can find one really quick just to see. Um, la, la, la. Like
In
maybe
a
when
fun.
we were dating. You can see. I hate how long
Ooh, are we
windows you.
flashing back to the 80s perm?
Yes.
Woohoo!
So pretty dark. That was when we got engaged.
He looks so different. You
So
haven't changed
does.
much, but he looks so different. Yay, Monica finished the layout she was scrapping. Jess says she needs to color her hair badly, but didn't want to do it too long before her birthday
I
trip.
mean, yeah, it was pretty dark. Always pretty dark.
I love that look on your face.
Straight up pimpin'. I was so tired. I had been at work. And, it was during the holidays. I sold jewelry, and I was very tired. That was when I
Is
had my
that
short hair when Olivia was little.
Olivia?
When I came home, Jay was like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" That was like I was 20,
Okay, I
not quite
totally had
20,
that
when this was
paper that I
taken.
can see peeking out in the corner. Just saying. That purple one with the cute little white
Yeah,
swirls. Yep, that's a paper scrap picture.
yeah. And this is me and my siblings. The only one that isn't in here is Emily, and that's because my dad wasn't married to her mom yet. But these are my blood siblings.
Kayla says she's
Yeah,
been trying that maybe
I
she
think
could
that's
go
it.
lighter
Put it
like
on the
you.
cardigan.
Her daughter wants her to try it, but she didn't think she could. But she's dark like you. Just look at his jeans.
Right? Ugh, terrible. Oh, and here's some more from this one was blah blah blah. I think I was 15 in this one, or fixing to be 15.
Bye, Britt. Thanks for
So
coming.
yeah, it's pretty dark.
Katrina has to go buy brushes now. Real brushes or Photoshop brushes? Yeah, Cheryl's like going down the photo booth. She's never coming out.
Yeah, I'm never coming out now.
Photoshop brushes. Ooh, ooh. Totally
Whoop
missed
whoop.
brushes.
All right,
Katrina's
I'm
buying
just gonna finish
Photoshop
this.
brushes and going to bed.
What
Have
time
a
is
good
it?
night, Katrina. Well, it's 7:15 here.
Oh, it's early.
No, it's 8:15 for you. It's 9:15 Eastern. Is that right?
Uh, it's 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, you know what? So I'm sitting in Utah and I crossed a time zone, but I never changed my computer. So my computer is telling me it's 7:15 and that's actually Pacific, not Mountain Time. That's where yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess, my computer's still in your time zone. Yeah, 10:15
So,
Eastern.
so you're gonna
Ooh,
eat
a
when you
headache,
get done
Katrina.
here, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
Hi, Kath. That's okay that you forgot. It happens to us all sometimes. Can you hear my dog barking?
Uh-uh.
Oh, good. All of a sudden he started barking. I'm not sure why.
Does he like coming on a trip?
Oh my gosh. Can I tell you how much like a 2-year-old he was this morning?
Uh,
We get him in the car, and he knew we were going somewhere because we packed the car last night. So we get up, and I let him outside to go potty, and he went outside, but apparently he didn't go potty enough. So we get in the trip, and from Las Vegas to Mesquite is like less than 90 minutes. And in that amount of time, he winded us the whole time because he had to stop and pee.
Oh,
So we stopped in Mesquite where we never stop unless somebody has to pee. Because after that it's the canyon and there's no stopping until St. George. Yeah. So we had to stop so that the dog could pee.
like,
I was like, this is ridiculous. Other than that, he's a great traveler. It was just kind of funny. So.
okay. Oh, one more in this bow, and then I'm done. Except for my journaling. Ta-da. Okay.
All right.
Woohoo!
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording since I'm finished now.
All right.
You're like, yes, please, let's stop.